It began the night you decided to check the baby monitor one last time before going to sleep. The house was quiet, the kind of quiet that makes your ears ring. You glanced at the tiny screen, expecting to see nothing more than the crib, the blanket, the soft glow of the nightlight. But instead, you saw yourself lying on the floor, not moving, not breathing. The timestamp on the video wasn't from the past. It was from the future, exactly 3 days ahead. At first, you thought it was a glitch, a reflection. Maybe you were overtired. But the figure on the screen, you on the screen, was unmistakable. Same clothes, same hairstyle, same scar near the wrist, and the way the body was positioned, twisted, like it had been dropped or dragged. You blinked, wiped your eyes, even turned the monitor off and on again. But every time the feed returned, the same scene played. Your future self, dead on the nursery floor. You tried to rationalize it the next day. Baby monitors glitch all the time. But you couldn't shake the image, the exact time on the screen, the exact place you would fall. You moved the crib. You cleared the room. You even planned to leave the house entirely on the night the timestamp predicted. If you weren't home, it couldn't happen, right? That's what you kept telling yourself, until the next night when you checked the monitor again. This time, the camera showed a different angle. The hallway outside the nursery. And there you were again, future, you stumbling forward, as if trying to escape something behind you. Your face was twisted in terror. Your hands were pressed against the wall, leaving smeared marks you prayed weren't blood. And as your future self collapsed in the hallway, the camera panned slightly. By itself, someone or something was moving it. You dropped the monitor. You didn't sleep. You waited for morning light to wash the dread away, but it clung to you like a shadow. On the second night, the monitor showed you again, but closer now. This time, your future self was at the bottom of the stairs, head turned at an impossible angle. The timestamp was ticking down. Less than 24 hours left. By the final night, you were shaking as you turned on the screen. The monitor showed the nursery again. Empty. Quiet. Then, slowly, the crib tilted into view as if someone was holding the camera. The feed shook. The nightlight flickered. And then you appeared, your present self, walking into the room just as the clock struck the predicted time. You weren't in the room. You were watching from the couch. But on the screen, the future version of you looked up, directly at the camera, directly at you, as if trying to warn you about something right behind them, right behind you. The last thing the monitor captured was a tall, shadowed figure stepping into the frame, and your future self collapsing to the floor exactly the way the first vision had shown. And then the monitor went black. You didn't die that night, Head. Least not yet. But the timestamp on the screen changed. It started counting down again, resetting to a new date, a new time, a new death. Yours.